Buddhang pujemi, Dhammang pujemi, Sanghang pujemi. Tonight we are honored to have Bhante Sujatha with us. Bhante Sujatha has been a Buddhist monk for over 30 years and is singularly focused on adding more love and bringing happiness in the world. Bhante teaches loving kindness meditation to people around the globe for all those seeking the art of happiness and contentment. His approach to meditation is deep and profound, yet simple and practical, bringing core Buddhist teachings to everyone in a way that is practical and easy to understand. A joyful monk, radiant, funny, and wildly energetic, Bhante will help anyone obtain peace and tranquility that can only be found in deep silence. Bhante Sujatha founded the Blue Lotus Buddhist Temple in Woodstock, Illinois, where he now serves as the abbot, and also devotes his time in Sri Lanka in aid of several missionary and charity projects, including the Maternity Ward Project. With deep respect, we shall now invite Bhante for this evening's Dharma talk. The topic for tonight is finding happiness and contentment. Bhante, thank you.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. So happy to be here. My first time is beautiful temple. First, I would like to pray my gratitude and thanks to my noble friend, Brother Billy Tan, who organized whole my trip. So many Dhamma talks, so many retreats every day. Now almost I am finished, and I am leaving back to United States September 30th. So how many people already listen to me? Because I don't know, because I meet some people every day. So all are new to me, right? So I think so. And that way, that means I have to give a little more background about me. And so I became a monk age 11. Now more than 30 years practicing as a monk. After my higher ordination, my 20s, I moved to Australia. I was in Australia a few years, serving to Sri Lankan Buddhist community in Brisbane. And then I moved to United States. Again, I was serving Sri Lankan community in Detroit, Michigan state. And like 5 years. That time, I don't speak English at all. Just few words, say hi, bye, and thank you. Those are the 3 words I used to survive. So anyway, after 5 years later, I felt I want to do something different if I live in this country. I don't know how, because the way I raised as a very traditional background in Sri Lanka, so sometimes very difficult to change, difficult to take new actions, but I'm a kind of stubborn monk. So I felt if I stuck here in this place, I cannot serve to more people. I'm just limited for one community. And most of them, the Sri Lankan Buddhists, they are born Buddhist. They think maybe same here, and maybe they think they know everything. They are good Buddhist, but sometimes they are not. And so anyway, I felt I have more energy and more things I can do to people and propagate the Dhamma. So anyway, I made the announcements, I'm leaving. Within next 2 months, I'm leaving away. Then everybody asked, Bhante, I'm the abbot of the temple. And they asked me, where do you go? I said, I don't know. I go somewhere. Then they were thinking I'm a lunatic. And so, but they didn't say that. And so anyway, now I was waiting and thinking where I'm going. And so there was a white man who come to the temple. I asked him, I need your help to find a place to go. And then he asked me, where do you want to go? I said, if I know where I'm going, I don't ask you, right? And you have to help me to find a place. They are very open-minded people. That man, he's a psychologist, and he said, okay, just give me some time. One day he came to me and said, why you don't contact different churches? Some churches are very open-minded, accepting and all the different religions. I said, I don't know about any church or any religions. And then he said, why you don't write them? I said, I'm very sorry, I don't know how to write. Then he said, okay, I will help you to write. Then he helped me to write a letter. And then he said, that's it. Now you have to figure it out. Find email address online and send this email to different churches around the country. I don't know what I'm doing, but anyway, I'm sitting in front of the computer and finding email addresses and sending, keep sending. Now I almost send 60 emails to different churches around the country. I was so excited. I was thinking I will get so many responses. Now 4 weeks, nothing. Now I'm so scared. I have the fear for unknown. Now I already made my announcement. I'm leaving, within few weeks, and I have to go. And now I'm thinking what I'm going to do. I'm waiting and waiting. Finally, I got 2 emails, one from Georgia, Atlanta, other one where I'm living now, Chicago, Illinois. So I went there and met the priest, and then he said, oh, you are a Buddhist monk? Welcome to my church. But I don't know how to help you, because I don't know about a Buddhist monk, or no idea. And then he said, anyway, I have a group at my church meeting every Monday night, Zen Buddhist practitioners, and maybe you can talk to them. I will introduce you to them. So then he did. I met a man who organized that group, and he said, if you are looking for a place, Bhante, what you have to do, please come to my house. So I will give you a room. So I said, sure. Then I went there with him, and he introduced, this is my wife, this is my 2 children, 3 and 4. Then they gave me a small room. Now I was thinking, I'm going to live with this family now? And then I was thinking, even I don't know about my family, I cannot remember how they are doing things. I felt a little uncomfortable to live there. And same time, I don't have more options, no choices. I have to get it. I already have one. Then I accepted. I moved to that house. Now I'm living with them. 2 children, always so loud and always watching cartoon. Television is ongoing. And I felt it's loud, like I'm living in a factory or something like that. That's how I felt. And anyway, I had to accept that. And then husband and wife, they are very nice people. They are very happy. Next 30 minutes, they are unhappy. Then again happy. Then again unhappy. All these dramas and like a family life. And, there is a Buddhist monk now sitting there. And so finally, they connect with me spiritually. I love them. I love those 2 children. And those 2 children become my English teachers. And they are the one teaching me English, because I don't have any fear to talk to them. Nobody's laughing at me, and I just talk freely. So now they became my family, and so now I started my school. And now I go to school, play with those 2 children and learning English and living with that family. They give me food. And one day I went to that church. There was a free Spanish class, Spanish language. I thought, I'm going to learn Spanish too, because it's a second language in the United States. And then the priest also learning Spanish. And then we start to talk to each other again, second time. Then he said, I know you are a Buddhist monk being long years in the order, and why you don't start a meditation group at my church? Then I said, really? And he said, yes. But I said, I don't want to. And then he asked why. I said, I'm so scared. And number 1, I don't know how to speak English very well. And number 2, I don't think people will understand me. And number 3, I don't want to do it, right? And so then he said, no, you can do it. I will help you. I will sit next to you. Now he's almost 96 years old. And he's a wonderful man, so kind. And I'm so grateful for this person, what he did for my life. Now, my no doesn't work, and so I accepted. Now I'm sitting there like 13 years ago. I was sitting there at the church and waiting. I saw just 3 people sitting in front of me and just staring at me like this, right? And I was so scared now. Now they are really deeply looking at me because they are so curious, and and same time they are excited. Buddhist monk, wow, Buddhist monk, right? That's how people are very excited in the United States. And I don't know what I have to say. I just smiled. And then they smiled at me, and then I smiled again. And back and forth we smile each other like 15 minutes. And so then they left. That's it, the first day. I didn't say even a word. Then I talked to the priest. I said, I'm so disappointed I didn't teach. Then he said, okay, I understand. Let's try one more time. It doesn't work, you can stop. I said, okay, now I'm really happy. I'm really sure nobody's coming. And because I didn't teach anything, right? That's what I was thinking. And so anyway, I was sitting there 9 o'clock in the morning because, the meditation group start at 10. I close my eyes and I want to relax my body and mind because I'm so nervous, and breathe in and breathe out. I just opened my eyes. I saw the same 3 people sitting in front of me and staring at me. Then I was thinking, what's wrong with these people? Why they are here? I was praying, please people don't show up, right? my prayer didn't work at all. Now they are sitting there. Now I had to say something, and also I feel little comfortable inside me. Then I express whatever I know, whatever I learn, whatever I practice as a monk. They love it, right? They love my broken language. They said, okay, the language is perfect. We understand what we are talking, right? And now I'm keep living with that family. Can you believe I did this meditation class 9 years? 9 years I was teaching. And now I have so many people, and we call the Blue Lotus Meditation Group. People keep coming and going. 9 years later, church said, we don't have enough funds to run this building, and you have to take it. I said, I don't have that much money. Then they said they will give a very cheap price. They gave almost free, actually, with all the people. And so, actually, now I got the church, and now after we buy the church, everybody was kind of waiting and looking because they don't, in my congregation, I don't have any Sri Lankans, no any Malaysian, Buddhist, Chinese, nobody. All white American people. So everybody is waiting. What he's going to do now for this church, right? Everything looks like a church. I said, no need to change at all. A few changes, flow, colors. Now, the beauty of Blue Lotus Temple is very interesting. That's the only Buddhist temple like that in the world. When you come to Blue Lotus Temple, you can see one side Jesus standing. Other side, 9 feet tall Buddha standing. That is the combination of the Blue Lotus Temple. And so now most of people who come to that church building, still they didn't lose their church because it is 110 years old. According to their culture, it is very historical, that building. So I left everything where it was, just respecting to their country, their culture, their arts, and same time I add a little bit more to it. Now they have Buddha, now they have teaching, they do meditation, they love it now. Now we have over 1,500 families come to Blue Lotus Temple. I think like 1,200 families last many years observe 5 precepts and become, the real Buddhist practitioners. So that's my journey. That's what I did in the United States. Now I'm traveling all over the world and sharing this message. My life theme now, adding more love to the world. So I really feel people need help. Sometime for last year when I come here, it was kind of difficult for me. Difficult means it doesn't mean I don't like it, and it was kind of difficult for me because I'm so used to Western American culture, where I talk, where I live with them because they are local people. I have to be extra mindful what I say, my communication with the people where I talk. And because the people have a different idea about the Buddhist monk, and this is the way he has to be. And so sometimes people are making you a kind of a Americanized Buddhist monk. Of course it will happen if I stay here many years, and so I become a Malaysian Buddhist monk, right? And because I get used to your culture. Now when I speak sometime, the English with Malaysian people, I can see sneaking all those Malaysian accent is coming to me. Everybody's laughing at me now because, oh, you become Malaysian now. And so that's what happened to me. I'm apologize if I say something inappropriate to your culture or something like that, because I don't have any intention to say. Because I used to live now 20 years in the United States. Even when I go to Sri Lanka, sometimes they will see it right away. Even I'm trying so hard to be perfect traditional Buddhist monk, and they will see it. Yeah, I'm not. So anyway, thank you so much for having me, allowing me to share my experiences with you all. Maybe you are very good experienced meditation practitioners. Your spiritual journey is wonderful. I don't know. What I really want to ask you, when you hear the word meditation, right? So I can see meditation is a kind of very popular here in this part of the world, especially in Malaysia, and also same time it is very popular in the United States, especially in Hollywood. And now it is very popular use or overused word meditation. So when you hear that word meditation, something come to your mind right away. When you hear the word meditation, oh, there's a retreat, what is come to your mind? Peace. Very good. I want you to engage with me today. Okay, don't listen to me. Who knows what I'm talking about? And so, what else? Happiness, yes. Please talk loud because I cannot hear well. What else? Okay, train the mind. Okay, very good. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so what I experience with the people, so most of people, same in United States and same here, when people come as a beginners to temple, they are looking for something. They are looking for some peace and happiness, and also time to rest and relax. When you come to this beautiful temple, and how do you feel sometimes? You have a hectic day and busy work, and after the being in the traffic like today, and so after you come to the temple, how do you feel? So relaxed, right? Oh, you feel like a temporarily enlightened, right? And so it's so good. I feel so wonderful. And so then after you driving to work tomorrow, you have same experience? You are middle of the traffic tomorrow morning, you feel like a temple, I'm so relaxed? I don't think so, right? So many people who come to the temple, most of the time they are looking for a place to rest and relax. So first we have to understand this relaxation experience. Relaxation is a really good thing. Person who can relax their body and mind, I really believe they can meditate. But just relaxing yourself, it is not just for the meditation, right? Relaxation and meditation is interconnected. It is like two brothers, but many people think, I want to relax, I want to relax. So the benefit of the relaxation is temporary. It will always come and go. That's why, when you're at the temple, you feel so relaxed. Right after you go and engage your everyday things, you are in the same place. Then again come to the temple, again you feel relaxed. Then go home, again the same problem. So what I am always trying to teach people, when somebody claim themselves, I feel so relaxed, then I said, wake up people, wake up and do something else now. So then I have to guide, I have to tell them how to meditate, how to focus, right? So now you can see relaxation experience is temporary, meditation experience is permanent. Why? The word I am using for meditation, self-discovery. Somebody said, I think, self-discovery. Discover about yourself, your disturbing emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, your sensations, and watching and observing your senses. what is happening inside you. And so understanding them, what is the cause, what is the root for those issues, whatever I have in my mind, going deep and digging those roots and take them out. Then after that there is no growth. And then you feel, oh, I understand something. Right? So that is meditation practice. So to see that, first you have to breathe in and breathe out. You have to learn how to relax your body and how to relax your mind. It makes sense? So now you can see relaxation. Then after relaxation, you go to the different levels and you can experience your deep wisdom practicing whatever mindfulness, vipassana, whatever word you use. It doesn't matter for me, right? And so then you can go inward, right? Go inward. So that is what we have to understand, relaxation and meditation. And also, one of my friend who came to me and said, Bhante, I am practicing meditation 15 years. I said, how wonderful. Then he said, not wonderful, I am so confused. Right? I asked why. Bhante, the problem is so many teachers and so many techniques. Do you agree? Then he said, so many teachers and so many techniques. Then I said, so when I go to a different teacher, I learn something different. Then I come home, not happy, I'm confused. Then next week I go to another teacher, and then he says something totally different. Then I'm confused. Who is right? Who is wrong? And so now 15 years practicing meditation, I'm so confused. And so I don't know what I'm doing right or wrong. Maybe you have the same kind of ideas. Different monks come here and different people and different meditation techniques. And when you go to the United States, whole India is in the United States. Whole Sri Lanka is in the United States. Monks are teaching meditation, nuns are teaching meditation, gurus, swamis, yogis, and everybody is there like a melting pot. And so everybody is telling. So now people are running all over the place looking for meditation. More than looking for meditation, what I really feel, they are shopping the meditation now. Then you can shop around. Now think about in this KL area. I am not insulting or offended. This is my observation. People go to place more than doing it. I don't know you agree or not, because that's my experience. More than really doing it, they are running place to place. If I go there, maybe I can get more. If I go to that place, we get more. That monk is better than this monk, and this monk is better than that monk. And it's okay for me if you want to do that, but after many years later, what do you learn? So after you listen to so many Dhamma talks, after you listen to my Dhamma talk, after you listen to the other Dhamma talk, there is always matter after you go home, how you experience today, how you learn, what you understand, how you live your life with your family members, how you are dealing with your husband and wife, how you are dealing with your children, how you become a good boss at work, and how you become a good leader, how I become a good abbot for the temple, right? That's the matter. It doesn't matter how many retreats I have been, how many vipassana courses I did, it doesn't matter. Right? So always it's matter how I am engaging with that in a practical level, right? In a practical level. So then I didn't think about what he said too much, but one day, middle of nowhere, quickly I understand it. What he said. Why? I was in the middle of the grocery store, the shopping store, I was trying to buy some tea. And so that's the first time I was trying to buy some tea in the United States. And because always we get from Sri Lanka, Ceylon tea, right? And so I don't know how to buy it. And then I asked, where I can get the tea. Then a man who working at the store, he said, okay, you can go to that place and you can see your left side. Then you can pick whatever tea whatever tea you want. I said, sure. Then I went there. I saw 1,000 kind of tea. Right? That's United States, right? Maybe same here. And so then I was kind of shocked. We are growing tea in Sri Lanka. I never seen that many. And so then I was, call my brother monk and ask him, what kind of tea do you want? Then he said, what are you talking about? Just tea. Then I felt, now he also confused. Now I am confused, he also confused. And then what I did, I am so used to the United States, the American culture. What I did, I pick one, I start to read the labels. I keep reading the labels. One I found good for sleep. Other one I found good for wake up. Right? Next one I found stress release, calming the mind, inner peace, tranquility. Wow, that's wonderful. Right? And I was thinking. And so then I was thinking, why I'm working so hard, traveling here and there, try to teach people meditation. What I'm going to do now, I get all the tea brand and stay at the temple. And so whoever called me, I said, okay, drink this tea, then you can eliminate your stress. Drink this tea, you are peaceful. Drink this tea, you are calm. Now, those people getting crazy to buy these different kind of tea, but still drinking those different types of tea, still they are stressed out. Still they are unhappy. Still they are fighting. That means tea doesn't work. Right? My recent experience about the tea, you will laugh. And so, it says, in a place, I was trying to have some tea. I just saw one kind of tea. I was shocked. And it's called pregnancy tea. It's called the pregnancy tea. That's the one I just picked. Then I said to the owner, I'm very sorry, this is not for me. So that's the business. Now you can see, that's the business. That's the way business run. Using people, the emotions, we sell things and products. Now think about your makeup, the cosmetic product. Using your emotions and your weaknesses, those business owners, they are selling things. But they are wonderful. That's how business runs. I'm agreeing with that. We have to learn emotional behaviors, and then we have to, how customers satisfy, then we have to sell things. That's how we have to do. That's the business world. But person who practice meditation is not like that. So when we are not engaged those situations emotionally, right? We always engage mindfully and wisely. It makes sense now? So it doesn't mean if you have so many teachers and techniques, I totally understand what that person said. Having so many teachers, I'm so confused. Of course. Right? Of course. I experienced so much confusion here also. And last year, I was doing a 10-day retreat. After that retreat, everybody was so happy. One person after the retreat, and she said, oh Bhante, I want to talk to you. I said, sure sister, you can talk to me. And Bhante, I want to know something. I said, what is that? Now I practice with you 10 days, right? I want to know where I am at. I said, how do I know where you at? Right? Then I said, I'm very sorry. Even I don't know where I'm at. Right? So I cannot say. Then she said, no, Bhante, you have to tell me. You have to know. You are the teacher. You are the master. You have to tell me. I said, sorry, sister, I cannot. Even I cannot figure out myself. I'm working so hard still. I'm imperfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not enlightened. I don't have jhana or nothing. Right? I'm just normal human being. Right? And she never believed me. She never believed me. Then I was kind of escaped from her. Then I went to the kitchen. Now she's behind me and said, Bhante, where are you going? Please let me know where I'm at. Right? So now she's so into that. Then I said, sister, I'm so confused. I'm so confused right now. I don't know how to answer. Why do you ask in this question? I want to figure out now. Then she said, Bhante, every retreat, whatever I retreat, I did 10, 12, 20, like retreat. Every retreat, after that, monk or whoever teach meditation, they tell me where I'm at. So what they said to you? One teacher said, I'm Sotapanna. Then if you are Sotapanna, why you are asking me now? Go ahead. Right? That's enough, right? So, then I was thinking, was something wrong? Something really wrong. That's not the Buddhist way. That's not the Buddhist style. That's not the Buddha's teaching. So people are stuck. Right? Now I can see. Then I talked to a few other monks. The other monks also said that she is asking same question every day. whoever monk. Now she is saying, now I can see, the people, all the meditation masters, they are giving, okay, you are Sotapanna, you have a first jhana now, right? Sometimes, those teachers, they don't have first jhana, right? But they are giving the jhana to the student, right? Sometimes it's sounds for me like a giving certificate, right? And now United States, they have some mindful meditation workshops, and people do 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they spend couple $1,000 to do that. Why? They give a certificate end of the course. It is good for their vocation, their job. So I understand that. So what I'm suggesting you now, don't use your emotional feelings and ideas and the clingingness to all the concept and running around behind like thirsty dogs and looking for the Dhamma, right? And just relax. That's enough. Just relax and look within, right? Don't, after this talk, don't ask me, Bhante, where I'm at now, right? And I really don't know. I really don't know how to read the mind. I have to be very honest. Right? Sometimes I try so hard to figure out myself, because even I'm not teaching today to you. I'm not teaching. So what I'm doing, I'm really talking loud, thinking loud about myself, my experience, how I developed myself as a Buddhist monk, and how I found my life being a spiritual leader. So for me, I'm happy. I'm joyful. What else I want? If one day if I attain the enlightenment on my journey, I will. I'm not planning for that. It is spontaneous. It is automatically, it will happen. So before I'm thinking enlightenment, I have to think right now what is happening in my life. Right? I have to focus in this moment, present moment, right now. So people always thinking about it. So now you have to understand what is meditation truly for you. The word we use in the Buddhist culture, bhavana, right? That's the word we use, right? Bhavana. It means not meditation, cultivation. It means cultivation of the mind, mental culture, developing the mind. So when you meditate, what usually you are doing? You are cultivating your mind, you are developing your mind, your mental culture. If you don't develop yourself, you are not practicing meditation at all. What you have to develop? You have to develop loving kindness, you have to develop compassion, you have to develop acceptance, you have to develop letting go, you have to develop non-attachment, you have to develop patience. Right? So now there is a way for you to see where you at when you meditate. How? So when you meditate, this is the best way for you to see where you at. You can see your kindness is improved. Then you can see where you at. Your compassion is improved. Your acceptance is getting better. Your letting go is wonderful. Less attachments. Then you can see the progress, right? When you practice meditation, then you know by yourself where you at. So I don't know how much compassion you have. I don't know how much, the patience you have. Sometimes people are very nice and so gentle and bowing to me in front of me, so sweet. But when they jump into the car and driving with me, I can see the compassion, right? I can see the patience, right? I can see the acceptance, right? Sometimes actually, today I experienced something wonderful during the day, and so how people I'm not accusing anybody. That my observation. So I can see so gentle when they come to the temple, bowing, respect to the monk. I am thinking they are so beautiful people. Yes, of course, all are beautiful people. I accept that. But when I'm dealing with everyday life, I don't see that beauty. I don't see their compassion. I don't see their acceptance. I don't see their letting go. And I can see their anger, right? So then where is our meditation? There's our meditation, right? So we have to bring that awareness, bring that practice to our everyday life. So now we have to cultivate. Now, whatever qualities I was talking about, love, compassion, acceptance, letting go, patience, and all the tolerance, always we have to cultivate. So when you practice meditation, there's something beautiful thing we can learn. you become an owl. You know the bird owl? You behave like an owl, right? So why I say that story, when I was a young monk, because I was so little, and I'm so talkative, right? Always keep talking. And it is so difficult. You can see I'm talkative, right? And so anyway, it is so difficult for my teacher. And when I travel with him, go around, I'm always asking questions. What is this? Why is this? Why it is big? Why it is too small? Why it is too tall? And the children always asking questions. Sometimes he answers all those questions and answers, and sometimes he get upset. Right? One day he said, you have to be quiet. Right? Always you are asking so many questions. I cannot. I'm always asking. Then one day he said, okay, listen. You have seen an owl? I said, yes. Just imagine yourself an owl. What do you see now? Now my teacher asking me, I was like 12 years old, okay? I said, owl has two big eyes. Right, widely open, right? So then my teacher said, my ordination teacher, he said, now as a monk, when you practice meditation, mindfulness, loving kindness, or whatever I am practicing, you have to behave as an owl. I said, how come? You have to look. You have to widely open your eyes, always look, not just talk. Right? Always watch. That's the one of the meditation practice, right? Watching, always watching, observing. Watching and observing. Then, okay, now I accepted. Then he asked, what else? Then I said, he has two widely open ears. Right? Always like this, right? That's how you see an owl. Then, what else? Then my teacher, what does that means? Listen. Always don't talk. Just listen. That's what meditation practitioner has to do. Listen. Then what else? I said, that's it. He said, no, something wonderful. Then my teacher said, always he is shaking the head. What did that means? As a good meditation practitioner, always listen and shake the head. No need to go argue and people, I am right, you are wrong, right? And too much talking. No need to do that. Always shaking the head. I think those three qualities help me so much being a monk practicing. Why? Every day when I'm sitting at the temple, like 100 people come. Then they bring 100 ideas, 100 things, 100 thoughts. Then I have to listen to everybody. I don't want to offend to anybody. I always shaking the head, okay? Okay? So, nobody hurt. So, I think you can learn something wonderful about life. So, if you can shake the head every day, the no need to talk that much. If you feel something to talk beautiful and help, then you can talk. Otherwise, just shake the head. Nobody hurt their feelings, right? Nobody get upset. So, it sounds like you are listening to, right? When you shake the head, you are saying, like, you are listening, but you are not. Sometimes not. But it's really good. In that way, we are out of trouble. I'm very sorry, I'm making jokes. And so anyway, now that's how we have to practice. We have to be very humble. And so when we practice, if you are really looking for happiness and contentment, and first three things we have to understand. One is paying attention. Paying attention. So that's a part of our mindfulness practice. What is this paying attention? Paying attention to what? When you practice meditation, we are paying attention, awareness or mindfulness. So, all those common words we are using, right? What you are doing when you are paying attention to what? Huh? Observe what? What do you observe? Breathing. What else? Your feelings, thoughts, sensation, you can say so many things, right? So in short, what we are doing when you are paying attention to our senses, right? When you are paying attention to what? Just our 5 or 6, whatever number we have, and so we are paying attention to our senses, right? So if we are not paying attention to senses, we are in trouble. When you now think about today, is, you say, oh, Bhante Sujatha coming from the United States and giving a Dhamma talk in this beautiful temple. I'm so excited. I'm going there after work. You are planning. So you went home, had a dinner and get ready and took a shower and now get ready and coming to you just park at the temple. Just imagine, okay? Then you can see somebody really annoying and person you really don't like. He or she also coming to the temple. Then, oh my God, I don't like that person at all. He also coming. Now, when you see that, how you react? Sometimes you like, sometimes you don't like. That's our reaction. So that means the problem, how you see, not what you see, right? Not what you see, how you see. So person who practice meditation, awareness, paying attention, how he or she sees that. Oh, there's a person. I remember I had some issues and problem with that person. Anyway, good. He or she also coming to the temple. I don't like her or I don't like him, but anyway I go do in my practice. Good for that person. No, sending the blessing, and he also has to practice. That's how meditation practice and observe that. Otherwise, if you don't have meditation, you will jump into the car driving home. I have so many stories like that. When people come to the temple, somebody is there, somebody you don't like, people go home. Even one lady came to the temple. I'm traveling a lot. Then other monk sitting on the cushion try to learn the meditation. Then she walked into the building. Where is Bhante Sujatha? Then the monk said, he is out of town. Oh, really? That means I'm going home. She doesn't want to practice. Because she was thinking, my enlightenment, my happiness is Bhante Sujatha. That's not. Because she's so attached to me. If she doesn't see me at the temple, she thinks that's not good. That's not happiness. That's not meditation. So when you see that, it doesn't matter Bhante Sujatha is there or not. My meditation, I have to do it. Right? So you are by yourself. Now paying attention to your senses. If you are not paying attention to your senses, you are in trouble. Think about eating. So now you are so attached to your taste. Right? So when you see some food, what people doing? Go and eat. Now they are full. Still keep eating. Keep eating, keep eating, no control. Now they don't have any awareness while they are eating. You have seen that? Right? That means you have to aware while you are eating. While you are talking. While you are feeling something. Right? So that means you have to bring that awareness to each senses in your life. So one time, I was driving in Chicago. I love to read the billboards. Those are big commercials. And so side of the highways. And I saw one billboard. It says, excite your senses. Then I was thinking, interesting. That's the problem this whole United States we have. Why? Always they are excited. If we are not excited, they don't like it at all. Right? And so one time I was teaching meditation, like a 1 week retreat. I had the host family. And so when I go to that house, that lady, she said, oh, Bhante, you have something you really like. I said, what? I really like? And then she gave me a big bag of chocolate. And this is for you. I said, what is this? This is Bhante, chocolate covered coconut. I said, how come? Once, long time ago, you said you like coconut. I remember that. So I was doing shopping. I saw chocolate covered coconut. So I love you so much. I bought a whole big bag. Then I got the bag. There is a half of the bag. Then I said, where's the other half? Okay, wait a minute, Bhante. Go and walk around the house. It's a big house. There's American houses. Then I can see chocolates are all over the house. I asked her, why you put all over the house? Bhante, no sweat. No need to work hard for that. When you walk to the living room, you can have chocolate. When you go to the kitchen, you can have chocolate. When you go to the bathroom, you can have chocolate, right? When you go to your bedroom, you can have chocolate. When you go somewhere else, you can have chocolate. Chocolates are all over the house. Then I was thinking, I am in trouble. right? I am in trouble. Maybe she's testing my practice. So anyway, now I was thinking, now I can see my desire, my greediness, my old memories keep coming to like storm and telling me, eat more chocolates, right? And so then I was sleeping at night. Then I wake up in the middle of the night. Then I go to the bathroom. Then I can see chocolate, right? And so then I go to the kitchen to get some water. There's chocolates, right? Everywhere. Then I'm dreaming about the chocolate at night, all those dramas happening. So it's very difficult. Why? Then I was thinking one time, I remember when I was, thinking about how I am justifying everything to eat chocolate, okay? And I was thinking, when I was young, my mother making some sweet from coconut. It was exactly taste like this chocolate. That means, thinking about my mother, I can eat some chocolate. Think about how I try to sneak into the bag of the chocolate, right? So anyway, I ate some chocolate, not like more than 5 pieces, being like 7 days there. So Anne was kind of, she was kind of watching and observing. She was kind of disappointed, and because I didn't eat that many chocolate, because she was thinking, I have to eat whole bag. Then she feels so happy, right? So even here, I said to a couple of people, I like something. Now every day, they bring the same thing for me. Now I realize after I come to Malaysia, I never said anything, I really like this. Then I have to eat every day like that. Now some people come to the Senthul temple and offering breakfast and dana. Oh, I know, Bhante, you really like it. I know you really like it, and keep serving me that. Now I'm tired to eating that, right? So now I don't want to sell anything to anybody. I really like it, right? That means I'm in trouble. So then what I'm telling you, so we have to be very mindful, because after that chocolate experience, I realized, oh, I know where I'm at now. I'm happy. I'm proud about myself, not the ego. I call the egoless happiness. I had the egoless happiness. Oh, I made it. I didn't fail myself. I balance myself. I careful what I'm eating. And so I try to understand about my desire and my greediness and all those things. So that's how we have to practice. That's how we have to paying our attention every day. So when somebody says something mean to you, rude to you, so you can hear the word, sound, right? How you are responding. When you hear the soft, gentle, wonderful relaxation music, you feel so good. Somebody really yelling at you, you feel, oh, so good? No, right? You are really reacting. You are making story. You don't like it. The problem in our life, and when you have our senses, always we are reacting, like or dislike, like or dislike. That means our lives is always in balance. Always going like this. So then we are not happy. We are not happy. So now number 1, paying attention. What is number 2? People call present moment. That's what we had to do. So I was invited, one of the church group is called the Bible Baptist Church. They study Bible, and they invited me. We have a Bible study group. I want to invite you to come and teach mindfulness meditation for the Bible study group. I accepted. That's wonderful. And now they did the Bible study. Then I was sitting there and I was studying the Bible too. And end of the study, then they asked me to teach mindfulness. Then I asked mindfulness. Then they said, oh, paying attention. I talk about that. Then somebody said, present moment. I asked, what is that? Then she said, not regret about the past, not regret about the future, live in the moment. That's present moment. Then I asked right away, can you do that? She said, no. Then I asked, why do you say that then, if you cannot do it, right? That's what I heard. Then Americans are very funny and smart. And then she asked me, can you do that? She asked me the same question. I said, no. Then she asked, why do you say that? I said, I didn't say it, right? I didn't tell it yet. So then she asked me, what is present moment for you? I said, then she said, we all are trying to forget and delete our past. Delete our past. Can you delete your past? You have so many past difficulties, problems and issues. I do too. Can you delete those things? We call the regret about the past. Personally, I cannot. I don't know, maybe you can. If you can, please teach me. And so I cannot delete my past. But watching and observing my past, I can stop. I can concern about my reactions. This makes sense now? I can concerns about the making negative reactions to it. So I call it, and we don't have like a delete button. Like computer, we can highlight everything and we can delete, gone. Past is gone. History is deleted, right? So we cannot do such things. We are human beings. We are not dead. So we have all the past memories, good and bad. So when you have good, we want to keep it. When you have bad, you want to push it out. That's the problem. So now, after many years being as a monk and practicing, still I have my negative past, some moments. It's not really bad, but things I really don't like. Now still I have those memories, but those memories not hurting me anymore. Why? I have so much loving kindness. I have so much acceptance, those hurt and difficult, bitter moments in my life. It is not active anymore, but still I have that memories, but it's not active. So once I was in New Zealand, they took me to, there's a, maybe you have been there, a volcano. People can hike. People can climb to the volcano. When you climb into the, on top of the volcano, it's claimed it is not active anymore. But we can see there was a volcano. Why? There is a lava, there is some burned rocks. That means there is some ruins, there was a volcano. But they claim it is not active. Same way, when I look within myself, one day I figure it out. Yes, there was a volcano in my mind. It is dark. It is unhealthy. It was unhealthy. Now still I can see all the remains. But those remains, it doesn't mean it is active. But more than getting upset with them, I am smiling to them. I am dealing with them happily. I can see those memories are coming. Just like clouds, those memories are going. Again they are coming. Again they are going. Because I am not hating them anymore. Right? So then that means I am not regret about my past anymore. How about the future? But I am always learn the lesson from the past. Whatever I did, a bad thing or negative thing, I learned the lesson and now I concern about it. Then how about the future? Same thing. Right? People keep telling, okay, live in this moment, don't think about your future. Can you live without thinking about your future? Now you go to work, but still you are thinking about your retirement, right? How to save the money you have for that means you are not living in the present. Somebody can say you are not meditating, you are worrying about your retirement, right? So you are think about where you go and your whatever you want to think about the future. Of course you have to think about it. Nothing wrong with that. Think about your retirement, but don't worry about it. Right? So plan for your retirement. This is the way I am going to retire myself. This is the way I am going to manage my money. This is the way I keep my cash. And this is the way I can, the investments. Make all the plans. But worrying about it doesn't help. Being in the present moment doesn't mean don't delete the past, don't worry about the future. Right? Don't think about the future. Of course, we have to think about the future without worrying, understanding both ends and do whatever you are doing now. Then you can enjoy your life. What else you want? See, simple. Then you can be joyful, less worries. What is the other part? Last one is non-judgmental. That means we are making stories. Sitting there, now think about your retirement. Oh my God, maybe I don't have enough money, what I'm going to do. That means you are not doing your job, right? Just worrying. That means so much we are worrying about our life and making all the stories, unknown stories, keep building. Most of the meditation practitioners, even sitting on the meditation cushion, what they are doing? Making stories. Driving the car, making a stories. And taking a shower, making a stories. Cooking, making a stories. More than enjoying it, the making a story and making all the stories and make the judgments and worrying about. Can you live without judgments? Can you live without judgments? In the Eastern, the Western culture, people don't like that word, judgment, because it's very religious connotation for them, because somebody judging higher up and deciding where do you go and what will happen to you. So because of that religious connotation, they don't like that word. So sometimes people come to me when I say certain things, and people said, Bhante, don't judge. That's not good. Right? That's what American people say. Then I said, I'm very sorry. I'm judging always. I cannot stop that. That's not good, Bhante. Judgment is not good. Then one day I was thinking, what they are talking about? Judgment is not good. Right? So I said, yes, I cannot live without judgment. So then they said, that's not the meditation practice. Then they asked me, how do you judge? I said, I do the judgment. I want to understand things, what is happening around me, what is happening with other people, but I don't discriminate them. I don't discriminate the situation or the person. It doesn't matter what they are doing for me, but I want to understand because I'm part of you. Now I am giving the Dhamma talk here. This hour, you are part of me. I have to understand what is happening here. Right? Looking at you, what I am doing now. Just making the judgment. Listening to me, what you are doing now. Making the judgment. But nobody is angry with me. Nobody is telling, I'm going to punch that monk after I listen to this. Now, so those kind of things, we are not discriminating. We are not angry with that. So always judgment is all right. Don't make any negative stories out of it. Right? Just listen, get whatever you can, then rest you have to let go. So those are the 3 areas we have to do. So to do that, you have to sit hours and hours to understand this. Do you think? I'm not against to sitting meditation, okay? You have to sit and practice meditation. So what I am asking, to understand this, you have to sit 8 hours per day? I don't think so. So if you can sit 8 hours, that's wonderful. But what I really experience, now people think if I sit more hours, I'm a good meditation practitioner. Right? If I do more hours, if I'm reading more Dhamma books, I'm very close to enlightenment. That's not true. That's totally misconception about whole path. Right? So one person who came to me and said he did retreat, like maybe 10 or 15-day retreat. And many people always going. I appreciate that, making that commitment. And I always, appreciate, I'm, asking people to go. But thing I really don't like to say I don't like, it's really difficult. And after that retreat, they come with very big head, with a lot of ego. Now they come to the temple. Bhante, I was planning to go this 10-day Vipassana retreat, and finally I did it. I said, how wonderful you did it. You are my hero, and I appreciate as much as I can. Then that person kept telling, Bhante, that day, now middle of all the people, I did 8 hours sitting. Right? I said, wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, keep doing. Now again and again, keep telling, I did this and I did that. Then I felt subtle ego sneaking in. That is spiritual journey. Then one day he said, Bhante, I'm practicing 8 hours. 8 hours. Then I said, who cares? Right? So I said, who cares? I don't care whether you are practicing 8 hours or 20 hours or 1 hour or 30 minutes. I don't care. Then he was kind of offended. That's how we have to talk to, the Western people sometimes. And so they are okay, they understand. So I'm so used to that. And so kind of hurt, and I was kind of watching. Now how do you feel now? It's hurt. That means your 8 hours doesn't work. That's what I said. Then I cannot stop laughing because, that's my nature. I say something very serious, then I am start to laugh, right? Then what did that mean? Then later he came and said, Bhante, I really apologize. And, way you put me into the situation is great. And so I didn't see you are going to trick me like that. You really pick my weak point, right? I said, that's whole practice. Then I said, my dear brother, if you see my weak point, please tell me. Because maybe I'm in the delusion. Right? It is okay. I bow to you and respect you. I accept it. That's the Dhamma. That's the practice. Right? Be careful. It doesn't matter how long you are practicing. Don't count from that hour. The time is a delusion. Time is a delusion. So I know some people, they don't have a PhD at all. They don't have any degree. They cannot read. They cannot write. Only thing they can hear to the Dhamma talks. But these people, I feel like a living Buddha sometimes, because I never seen the Buddha, but they look like living Buddhas to me. Right? They are normal human beings. How they smile. They are radiating compassion. How they talk. They are radiating that Dhamma. But no need to have a PhD. And I never heard from those people, oh, I am practicing 8 hours. They never said that. Whatever we said, just shake the head. That's the Dhamma. That's the Dhamma. Dhamma is very simple. And so be careful. Don't get into those ditch or trap. Right? So more than practicing now, we are so stuck in the traditions, words, teachers, concept and ideas. I think it is very delusional. It's very delusional. It is very harmful. It is not practical. You are not learning anything. So, I am very sorry to say that in one Buddhist tradition, actually it's a Buddhist tradition, I think, I apologize to say it, but, see the beauty, okay? See the depth of this teaching, the Buddha's teaching. That the Buddhist tradition say, while you are practicing your meditation, you are really understanding your wisdom, Dhamma, if you see your Buddha appeared in front of you, like you visualize the Buddha in front of you, the story said, kick him. That was it says. Then first day when I hear that, no, I am not going to kick my Buddha. That's what I was thinking. That's wrong. That's what I was thinking too when I read that, the story. Later I start to think, the message is very profound, very deep. Think about, you are very devotional Buddhist people. Now you are listening to my Dhamma or practicing meditation here, sit with me, right? Now somebody announced from here, hey, come here, there is a Buddha here today. Buddha came to, this temple, he is outside of the gate. What will happen to your meditation? Oh, I can practice the meditation first, later I am going to see the Buddha. Everybody run. That means you are distracted your practice. Exactly, same theme, same seed of Dhamma you can see while Buddha was passing away. Remember that story? All the monks, they are not enlightened, they are worrying and sad and weeping. Right? Don't live now without you, how we are going to live our life? Monks are crying loud. There was the monk called the Dhamma Ratana or something like that, Dhamma Rama, right? Dhamma Rama. He didn't cry, he is not enlightened. Far away in the corner, he can see Buddha is try to go away. And so he is practicing meditation. Then other monks was thinking, he is stupid. He is crazy. Our great master is leaving now. He doesn't have any feeling. He doesn't worry about it. He is not crying. He is just sitting and closing eyes. He is called the meditation. He tried to show up. Then it's every kind of to gossip about it. Then he went to the Buddha and said, Buddha, look, that monk is not even concerned about your leaving. Then Buddha said, okay, I understand. In the last minute, Buddha said, ask that monk to come and talk to me. Then that Dhammarama monk came to the Buddha and said, Buddha, Buddha asked, what are you doing? Then he said, Lord Buddha, I know soon you are leaving. My intention, I am trying so hard. Before you leave, I want to accomplish my journey. I want to attain to the enlightenment. That's what I am trying. Then Buddha said, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That's what Buddha said. Then Buddha appreciated what he did, not worrying and weeping those monks. Right? So now you can see what was the Buddha was accepting and to see from the spiritual community. But we are making very complicated. We are thinking now we are meditating, but we are not doing nothing sometimes. So, other thing, people who really come to the Dhamma, what I experience with people, now they are not monks, they are not lay people either. This makes sense? Sometimes they are not monks, they are not becoming a monk, but they are not complete lay human being. Maybe like a half-away monk, half-away lay. right? Then they are not appealing to the society, right? And some young people I can see, they are talking, I'm thinking where they belong to. They are talking the Dhamma, but same time they are talking about the lay life, and same time talking about the monk life. Now they are not really enjoying their life. Then I really feel there is something grab the teachings in the wrong place. So a person who really practice the Dhamma, first thing you can really see that person smiling a lot. So some people, after they practice meditation or the retreat or something like that, they are very serious. They are not smiling. Right? There was another person came to temple and smelled so bad. Right? I said, you smell so bad today. You don't take a shower? No, Bhante, no need to. Life is impermanent, and so life is impermanent, no need to take the shower. Then I asked why. We have to be kind, wasting the water. That's what he said. Then I said, it's okay, your Dhamma practice, don't come to the temple, we have to live here, right? And you have to go. So then he thinks, so now no need to take a shower, he's practicing meditation now. But now he interprets, why is that? Life is impermanent. Because one day I will die, why I take a shower and wasting the water? So that's what happened to some people. I have seen it, my eye, this is my own experience. So then if you really clean and organized and well shaved, you are a very fancy Buddhist monk. So if monks look good like that, then people think, oh, you are not good meditation practitioner, you are very fancy. So I was doing a talk in a school, in a university, and so end of my talk, one student said, oh, you are wearing very expensive shoes. Then I was looking at my shoes, right away. I said, really? Then she said, yes, this is very expensive. Then I asked, how much? Then she said, maybe $150. I said, I don't know. Then, you don't know about your shoes? I said, somebody gave it to me, I'm just wearing it. Oh, this is a very, the expensive brand. I said, who knows? I don't know the name of that brand. Right? So that day I actually learned what is the name of my, the brand of my shoe I am wearing. So then when then she was thinking, oh, Buddhist monk cannot wearing that expensive shoes. I said, the problem is not the wearing it. The wearing it is okay. Just enjoying it and not attaching to it. And, the think about without these shoes I can live. Right? Now I can live without the shoes, no problem. But in the United States I cannot. So I have to wear the shoes and the boots because of the winter, right? So the way people looking at these spiritual people is totally wrong. Then we have to allow people to enjoy. So that's why I said, person who practice an spiritual journey, that person smiling lot. The Brother Billy always telling, having fun. I love that word. Having fun, always having fun and laughing, but don't do anything harmful to yourself. Don't do anything harmful to other people. That's it. That's what Buddha said in the Kalama Sutta. Right? Don't do anything harmful to self. Don't do anything harmful to other people. That's the Dhamma. That's the practice. What else you want? And so other thing I have seen, people who really practice and call them to practice, they are walking funny, talking funny, dress funny, eat funny, and hairstyle is funny, wearing so many different mala beads and wearing all the mala beads around the hands and all the way here to... then I ask why? It's okay, I'm respecting to that. No, I'm practicing more meditation now, that's why. So why we are going to show up? So how people see our meditation practice from our behaviors, not from our dress. Not from our hairstyle, not from the mala beads we are wearing. If you are counting all the mala beads 100 times, it doesn't mean you are practicing meditation. So your behaviors, observing your behaviors, watching deeply inside you, you can see where you are at, how you are doing your meditation practice. Okay? So this way you can make this whole spiritual journey very relaxed and easy and more powerful and enjoy life. Otherwise, people who come to this journey, they never enjoy this life. Only thing they are worrying. No need to worry about it. So, sometimes people say life is impermanent. Totally misunderstand the concept. Life is impermanent, though I don't do anything. Life is suffering. Then life is suffering, life is impermanent, hurry up. Hurry up, have fun and enjoy it. Right? Otherwise, life is suffering, get sick, and don't do anything. So what is the purpose? So when you really closely observe the Buddha's life story, he was the funniest guy in the world. He was the funniest guy in the world. Very simple human being. And the way he talked, his jokes, and it's very powerful. He was smiling. He was happy. So just follow the Buddha. Don't follow me. And, don't, you follow the teaching, become a Buddha, have that smile, what you see in the Buddha's face. So people who come to the Blue Lotus Temple, I always telling, I am smiling. That's how I did in the beginning, all my journey, just smiling to people. I said, that's the message Buddha passed into the world. Smile to each person, whoever come. So one day, each day I have a life theme, okay? One day I'm thinking, no matter what, whoever I meet, I'm smiling to each person. Even they don't smile to me, it doesn't matter. I'm smiling to each person. One day I'm keep smiling to each person and walking and seeing. Then I was smiling to a woman, an American woman. She asked me, what's wrong with you? And so then I am not smiling, I start to laugh, right? And so that's how people react. It doesn't matter, because then you are happy because you are doing things. One day I'm always thinking I'm sending loving kindness to each person, however I meet. When I'm driving, I send into each driver where I meet, right? Even when I stop in the red light, I turn my head, I'm looking at the person, I smile. Right? Maybe people are thinking I'm lunatic or crazy, it doesn't matter. But I'm trying to bring my practice to my everyday life. Right? I can talk so long, but even Dhamma is too much, it doesn't work. So this is enough. Right? So what I want to share with you tonight, Dhamma is a simple gift we all have. Meditation is a simple way to do. Don't make it very complicated. Don't be very serious. Don't make it unhappy. Have fun. Have fun. Enjoy your life. Why? It is short. It is short. That way we can find happiness and contentment in our life. Okay? So any questions and comments? Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddha anubhavena sabba dhamma anubhavena sabba sangha anubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te.